Good morning, everyone. So now we will discuss our topic, which is Unit 14, Audio, Media, and Information. Introduction. Imagine you are inside in the cinema to watch your favorite movie. In the middle of the scene, the audio is suddenly gone. All you can see are moving images. How can you understand the words uttered by the actors? To understand what they are saying, you may depend on their actions, expressions, or lip reading. Hence, audio media is important to have the maximize viewing experience. You can hear background music playing while watching a romantic scene. The the sound effects that add suspense and thrill in a horror flick, or the laugh track played while a comic skit is shown. Audio is a major contributor to the entertainment value of what you are watching. So, in this unit, we will learn how audio media and information plays a vital role in communication. So now this is the learning targets. In this unit, you should be able to describe the different dimensions of audio information media, comprehend how audio information and media is or are informally and informally produced, organized, and disseminated. Evaluate the reliability and validity of audio information and media and its or their sources using selection criteria, and produce and evaluate a creative audio-based presentation using design principles and elements. The lesson 1, Dimensions of Audio Information and Media. Audio media refers to the tools and materials used to record, transmit, and reproduce sound for communication, educational, and entertainment purposes. Audio information reach the wider audience through broadcast, recordings, or podcast. So sa audio media is ka-refers yan ng mga tools, mga materials para sa pag-produce ng sounds for communication. Essentially, audio media is any form of communication yaan na magamit yan ng sounds para makakonvey yaan ng information, entertainment, or any messages through audio. History of audio media and information. Acoustics era in 1857. French inventor Edouard Leon Scott de Martivelle created the phonograph, a precursor to Thomas Edison's phonograph. It is earliest device known to record sounds. So, ang phonograph is isa yan sa pinakauna na device na maka-record ng sound waves. O giimbento ni Edward Leon Scott de Martivelle. Ug ang phonograph is pwede yan maka-record o makakuha ng sounds using grooves and cylinder. Na created yan, invented yan ni ng So while ang phonograph is invented yan ni Thomas Edison in 1877, it could be both record by playback sound using grooves or a cylinder. Iyan kibali sir na mga devices is earliest known device to record a sound. Scottish-born America, scientist and teacher of the deaf, Alexander Graham Bell, invented the telephone in 1876 and refined the phonograph in 1886. So, in 1876 is nga na invent ang telephone, which is nga na kibalan niya improve ang Edison's phonograph kay di ba ang telephone is nga na dayan maka-transmit din ng sounds electronically o makahatag din ng signal transmission. It because of the sound waves nag-invent ni Edison na phonograph. So Thomas Edison, dubbed as America's greatest inventor, is credited for a colossal number of patents including the phonograph and carbon microphone. So nga na time is recognize si Thomas Edison as a greatest inventor. Yan ang pinakasikat kibali nga sa American kay tungod sa kanaan mga inimbento. including danganha ang phonograph o carbon microphone. So yung carbon microphone na mukabali nga enhance ng voice ug mas clear ang voice sa telephone kibali. Electrical era in 1925 to 1945. American Electrical Engineering and Manufacturing Company, Western Electric, introduced electronic signal amplifiers, also ring and spring microphones and acoustic transducers became common in this time. So during nga na era, electrical era, nga nakibalik develop ng microphones o gitawag na ring and spring microphones. Kay tungod sa electronic signal amplifier, tungod sa kanaan pagka-increase ng strength of electrical signals, nga nila nag-develop ang ring and spring microphones. Mas stronger o clearer ang audio signals. Muna niya ka-improve ang telephone o radio communications tungod sian na ring and spring microphones. Og yahi mo din ang pinaka-common nga na during nga na time. 1945 to 1975 marked the magnetic era. The magnetic tape recording was used in the radio and music industries. Also, cassettes and cassette players were developed to reduce noise and his in audio production. So during nga na era is nga na kibali yag adapt daw kibali nga na ang magnetic tape, which is magamit na sila ng mga tape recording gani. Pwede dayan mag-record tapos pwede sa balik-balik pag-play o magamit sabihin sa kanang music industries. The digital era is the fourth and current phase starting from 1975 to the present. The digital compact discs had become the standard because of its size, portability, durability, and storage capacity. So sa digital era is ang compact disc kunungan nga is yan ang pinaka-standard tungod sa kanaan size, portability, durability, and storage capacity, which is pwede yan ma-distribute o maka-produce ng mga audio o pwede sab ang mga artist maka-create ng mga any contents na pang-entertainment o any mga scene na maka-reach ng wider audience. So ang formats kibalisan is like MP3 and wave digital audio recording. Types and categories of audio media and information. Number 1, radio broadcast. It refers to the distribution of live or recorded audio by transmitting radio waves to cater the mass audience. A transmitter sends radio waves until it reaches the receiver. In the Philippines, the kapisanan ng mga broadcaster ng Pilipinas is a broadcast media organization that promotes independent and free broadcast media innovations and responsible broadcasting. So, ang radio broadcast is known as the process of distributing audio content. We all know that ang radio broadcast is a live or pre-recorded. Pinaagi sa transmission ng radio waves. Yang radio waves is amoyan kibali ang transmitter na mag-generates para makasend ganto o maka-convert to audible sound by a receiver. So sa Pilipinas, ang kanato radio broadcast nga ni is pinakauna pa is kapisanan ng mga broadcaster or KBP. Isa yan sa mga responsible for broadcasting nga ni sa Pilipinas. Music, it refers to sounds produced by instruments or human voice that conveys creative expression. So, isa yan sa types ng audio media and information kay of course, ga-produce yan ng human voice o instruments para maka-create ng mga kanta. We all know na isa yan sa art, arranging sound, na mag-arrange ng mga sounds para create ng mga expressive and creative ideas and emotion o makakonveyan ng expression ng utak. Sound recording, it refers to the reproduction of sound waves from a specific environment. Example nga is a reporter performs a sound recording of his interview so that he will not miss any important information for his news report. Also, it makes it possible for him to get a direct quotation of what his interviewee said. So, igamit iyan para maka-capture o maka-produce ng sound waves from a particular event. O igamit iyan ng mga, for example, sa reporters para diri ma-miss any important information sa kanaan interviewee. Sound clip or sound effect. It refers to any sound aside from music or speech that is artificially reproduced to make a creative point. Example nga is sound effects are weapons firing, forest sounds, and a thunder sound. A professional sound editor selects and assembles sound recordings for a specific media production. Gigamit yan para maka-achieve ng specific creative purpose. Like, for example, ang pag-record ng mga thunder sounds, gigamit yan para sa, for example, sa mga drama-drama kibali, mga cinema, iyan, para ma-creative ang isa ka scene or isa ka video or content. Audio podcast. It is a portmanteau of the words iPad and broadcast. It refers to an audio broadcasting done over the internet. Usually, a podcast has episodes that you can download in your computer. Some podcast apps that are available to download are Overcast, Pocketcast, and Podbean. So, ang podcast, it is typically consists of episodic audio content na ang users is pwede ma-download sa kanilang computers or mobile devices for on-demand listening. O ang audio podcast is a digital audio yaan na made available online. O usahay, mostly ma-released iyan sa mga series of episodes like sa radio show or TV series. O ang podcast is it allows people to listen whenever and whatever they want.
Lesson 2: Production of Creative Audio-Based Presentations. Audio coding or comprehension format is a content representation format for storing and transmitting digital audio. There is a spectrum of audio file formats available. However, the two major and audio comprehension formats are MP3 and WAV. Although they may seem similar, but they have major observable differences. WAV or waveform audio file format, it was developed by Microsoft and IBM International Business Machine in 1991 for Windows 3.1. It is a lossless format, which means that the audio quality does not suffer. However, WAV files requires a large file size. Also, it may be not compatible to some portable devices, and for streaming purposes, it is often used for flash animation, studio recordings, and mastering for audio applications. MP3 or MPEG-2 audio layer 3, it was developed by Moving Picture Expert Group. If WAV is a lossless format, MP3 use lossy compression. It means the audio encoding to MP3 entails reducing the audio quality and its file size. It is small file size make an MP3 file easy to distribute, upload, and convert over the internet. It remains to be most popular audio format because of its compatibility. It is recommended for web page and web videos. So, ang cassette tape also used to archive audio recordings such as lectures, interviews, o meetings. So, ang purpose ni sa music industry o home entertainment is ga-provide yan ng accessible o affordable way na pag-record, pag-playback, o pag-distribute ng audio content. So, ang compact disc or CD is used to play back audio files such as music albums. So, ang CD is ga-provide ng convenient o widely compatible format for storing o pag-distribute ng digital content. Ang thumb drive, also known as a USB drive or flash drive, na it is portable storage device that use flash memory para mag-store ng data. It's called a thumb drive kay tungod small size yan, then gitawag yan na thumb drive kay parehas ng size ng human thumb. So, ang purpose niya is mag-store ng files, documents, o data. Ang memory card, it is a small, portable storage device used to store digital information such as photos, videos, music, and other data. Ang purpose ng memory card is mag-store ng photos, videos, music, and other data. Then mostly magamit ini sa cellphone o tablet. Ang hard drive, also known as a hard disk drive, it is a type of magnetic storage device na ginagamit na sa pag-store ng digital data. Ang purpose niya is mag-store ng digital data such as files, documents, photos, and videos. Then, ga-provide sa biyaan ng large storage capacity for data programs and operating systems. Ang online storage, also known as cloud storage, is a way to store o pag-access ng data over the internet. It allows users to upload downloads o pag-manage ng files from anywhere o anytime. So, ang purpose niya is mag-store o mag-manage ng files, documents, photos, o videos. Then, ga-provide sa biyaan ng secure o accessible location for data. Ang media preservation is amoy ang pag-process of collecting, pag-organize, pag-maintain, o pag-archiving ng mga important content, o pag-record sub to ensure their longevity o accessibility. Ang audio coding is process iyan ng pag-compress o convert ng audio into digital format na pwede yan ma-stored, pwede yan mabalik-balik, pag-play o matransmit. Para sa ang MP3 o WAV. Diba yung MP3 is makita tayo yan sa mga files pag stored ang music. Although similar yan yan sa WAV pero aray differences niran. Ang kalahian lang niran is ang WAV kay dire yan yan ma-compress. Naman ang WAV kay good quality yan kay dire yan mag-compress. Tas ang MP3 is mag-reduce ang quality kay tungod sa uploaded lang yan or makuha gikan sa internet.
So now, proceed kita sa lesson 3 which is reliability of audio information and media. So nga di kita sa sound. Sound refers to a vibration that reaches our ears. It is a term associated with physics and communication arts. In junior high school, you probably learned from your teacher about the prosodic features of speech: pitch, stress, intonation, projection, volume, and juncture. So nga ni sa sound, basically is among vibration na kanato madungog na ma-involve nga na ang physics o arts nga ni sa sound. So nga ni sa physics or science is amoy nung pagkatawag nato na sound waves which is amoy tong laong na vibration. Pero sa communication arts, amoy itong mag-focus kita sa kung ano nato igamit ang sound sa pag kanato istorya. So, sa sound is may 4 ka-characteristics yan. Amoy itong volume, tone, o pitch, and also loudness. An studio console is the primary piece of equipment in an audio studio. Usually a board donates the console in an on-air studio or broadcast studio. The term mixer may mean a smaller console. The three primary function of control board is to mix, amplify, and route audio. So, ang audio console o board sa broadcast studio is ang main equipment sa studio.
Sometimes, ang mas gamay na console is may itong pagkatawag na mixer. So, sa audio console is may tatlo yaan ka main function, which is may itong mag-mix, mag-amplify, at mag-roll ng mga audio. So, ang mix may itong pagsagol-sagol kay bala mga lain-lain na audio sources. Og ang pag-amplify kay amay ito yagpakusog ng audio signal. Ug ang roll is amoy itong gadala ng audio sa tamang output like speakers or recordings. So for information and communication, aming sanay gamit for public and electronic communication. For example, sa MRT, madungog na to na arriving at North Avenue Station para masayda na ng mga pasahero kung hain sira ang dapit. Like for example, sa intercom sa malls, grocery, and also sa hospital na igamit para sa maghatid ng mga message. So, for entertainment is aming music na art nag-affirm na makahatag ng relaxation sa isa ka tao. Pero iyan na sound is pwede sa mag-pleasurable yaan or diri. Kaya like for example sa mga traffic, yung mga beep ng sakyanan is pwede mag-cause ng anxiety. Naman, importante gid ang sakto na paggamit ng sound para sa communication o entertainment. So, sa education, ang paggamit ng sound o audio media is para makatabang yan sa teaching-learning process. Bisan helpful na ang visual aids para sa visual learners is ang audio sub is para sa auditory learners. For example, sa teacher, pwede magamit ng music or kanta para mas dali masabta ng mga lesson. O for example, sub sa kindergarten teacher na gamit ng ABC song para mas dali makuanan ang mga learners ang letters. Naman, ang audio media is makatabang nga dyan sa pagtudlo, labi na sa mga learners na iso pa, na mas makatigan pa silang through listening.
So, nga digta sa last lesson 4, evaluation of creative audio-based presentations. Sound editing and sound mixing are two terms that are often confused by most people. Sound editing happens when a supervisor approves the sound effects and their specific placement in the film, coordinates the creation of newly designed sound, and Foley effects. So, ang sound editing is mostly madungog tayo sa mga dialogue, sa mga TV series na where ang dialogues is nganhan nila ni butang mag-imuan ng mga Foley effects. Pero iyang sound editing gid is yan kibali mag-interchange or mag-mix ng mga music or sounds para ma-organize ang mga audio elements ng isa ka production. Mostly aron sa mga film and television. Since ang sound editor is under saya ng supervision of a sound supervisor, responsible iyan para ma-approve o ma-approvean gid ang sound effects ng kanaan o kanilang production. The sound editor oversees the recording of the pre-dubs and must be present at the final mix. Sound mixing occurs when a sound mixer points out what music or sound needs to be used to give emphasis on certain scenes or the audience to fully understand the message. Specific sounds to to heighten dramatic effect and convey the intended message to the audience. Ug sa sound mixing is about mag-balance iyan o mag-blend ng mga elements para makabuo ng isa ka mix sound. O hence, a sound editor is responsible for the sound elements like dialogue, sound effects, automated dialogue placement, among others. while a sound mixer is like a conductor who brings all these elements together. So, kibali sa sound editor is responsible lang yan sa mga pag-build o pag-refine ng individual sounds like sa including sa dialogue o sa sound effects na mag-create o pag-replace ng mga sound effects para ma-enhance ang narrative and create a realistic soundscape. Si sound mixer is kuhaon lang na ito tanan itong mga sound elements na gi-prepare ng sound editor para i-blend ngadto sa i-blend og i-balance kibali sa tanan panghol kibali. Ug amo rin ng conductor lang yaan ng sound sa sound editor. While ang sound mixer is ang role lang nan is kuhaon tanan itong mga individual sound na prepared by sound editor og kanandan i-blend og i-balance kibali sa pang-hold da kibali. Mag-act lang yan as a conductor para ma-ensure guide na ang tanan sound elements is mabalance og maka-create ng final audio mix that the audience can hear, the audience hears. So both daw ang sound editor ug sound mixers is mag-work with the elements ng sound design which are the dialogues, sound effects, music, and even silence. Kay both silan is makatag ng balance within the overall mix, kibali. Para ma-enhance ang realistic o dramatic impact ng isa ka dialogue. Principles of sound design. An audio console is used to mix two or more sound elements together. Principles of sound design include mixing, phase, transition, and stereo imaging. First is mixing. It refers to combining multiple sounds and blending them together. Volume, frequency, and other elements are enhanced and manipulated in this principle. Pace, it refers to controlling the line to either speed up or slow down the sound produced. So, number 3 is transition. It refers to the change from one segment or clip to another. So, sa mixing is process lang yan na mag-combine ng mga multiple audio para maka-balance ng isa ka sound output. Singod sa volume, murag i-control na rin ang loudness ng individual tracks. Ug sa frequency is i-manipulate na rin ang tone balance of sounds such as bass ug iban pa. Ug ang other elements such as panning to place a sound is a stereo field and adding effects like reverb or delay. Ang goal lang ng mixing is maka-create ng cohesive and professional sounding audio track na tanang elements is maklear gid yaan og audible ang kanaan works. Sa phase is refers yan sa manipulation of time within an audio production. Ga-involves kibalian ng pag-control ng speed o which sounds are played o murag i-control na ang mga speed ng sounds para maka-create ng sense of comedic effect ba or excitement o or either sa slowing down sounds para maka-create ng sense of drama, suspense, or emotional na drama. Og pace is involved man ang pag-adjust ng mga timing o rhythm ng isa ka audio elements para maka-create ng tempo or flow. O sa transition is the way na para Ang isa ka audio is or clip is ma-change to another. Ga-involve siya ng pag-create ng smooth og seamless changes between sa different audio elements ug maka-prevent yan ng jarring sound transitions that are frequently in audio production. Work are fade in, fade out, crossfade, and segue. Fade is the gradual increase or decrease in volume and mixing one element with silence. A fade in refers to a slow increase of volume from silence to the desired level, while fade out happens as a shift from full volume to silence. And crossfade happens when one element is faded down as another sound is faded up. A segue is the transition from one element to another without overlap or gap. So, sa fade is, involves ka na ang either gradual increase or gradual decrease ng loudness. Also, it can be understood as the mixing of an audio element with silence, where the audio either comes out or dissolves into silence. Sa fade-in is a specific type ng fade where ang audio volume is slowly increased from silence to the desired listening level. Magamit sabihan ng smoothly introduce ng sound, isa ka sound o mag-avoid yan ng mga jarring sounds kibali na mag-start. So, sa fade in na ang techniques yan is para ang kanaan sound or scene or segment para maka-create yan ng gentle o gradual entry. Sa fade out is opposite yan ng fade in, where ang audio volume is gradually decreases from a full or normal level to silence. O magamit yan ng smooth na soundtrack or scene or segment para maka-prevent yapon yan ng pagkabigla na ending ibali. So sa fade out sub is mag-provide yan ng sense of closure o mag-create yan ng smooth transition into silence or next audio element. Tapos sa crossfade is mag-involves nga na ng simultaneously fading out ng isa ka audio element while magfade yan ng in another. So ini na technique, yung crossfade na technique is mag-create yan ng seamless transition between sa duha ka audio segment. Mag-prevent kibali ng mga gaps or pagka biglaan na pagka changes. O commonly magamit yan sa between sa songs, scenes or sound effects para ma-ensure ang pagka-smooth o continuous ng flow. Sa segue is transition yan na from one audio element to another without noticeable pause. While ang crossfade is overlaps the audio. O ang segue it can be quick cut or very fast fade. Mostly kasagaran madungog in sa mga radio o sa DG applications. Number 4 is stereo imaging. It refers to how sound is perceived in spatial areas of the source for depth. To achieve good stereo imaging, you must create balance and contrast, use small delay times, filters help widen your sounds. Also, you can use chorus, unison, and stereo detune for modulation effects. After sound editing and mixing the same audio media repeatedly, you may experience listening fatigue. It is a phenomenon that happens after long exposure to the same sounds. Take a break and return to your activity once you are fine. So, ang stereo imaging is a key concept ng pag-manipulate ng audio signals para maka-create ng realistic o immersive sense of space. So, ang ini is sa audio production, mag-deal siya ng kung giuno ang sound pag-perceive og sa stereo audio field og essentially it is about creating a sense of space and location for the listeners. So after ng pagka-edit mo ng sounds o pag-mix ng mga same audio in just repeatedly, maka-experience ko siya ng listening fatigue kay tungod kay ang pag-process ng pag-balance ng mga sound effect o pag-replace is it can strain the auditory system. It cause and tungod kay maka-cause yan ng stress o mental strain na maka-contribute yan ng listening fatigue. So dapat mag-rest ko gid sa importante yan kay para ma-prevent ang long term damage. So I'm ready to. Thank you for listening.